Carter 6. Well, despite all the expectations and everything people had going into this thing, so many major players in the rap game. Well, there's no other way to say it, but the best word to describe this record has been messy, as ever since the AI Slob trailer that was made where they were trying to copy Wayne recreating his album covers, just recreation trailer, but just make the version of it at home. And even on top of that, with the cover that was near fan art, overall everything about the Carter 6 was a mess going into it, and now walking out of the record, everything really is more baffling than ever, because both in terms of just making every single rap fan question the web of who Wayne stands with and if he and Drake are even speaking at this point on any terms.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Yes, sir. We're finally officially all caught up, and YouTube has been shadow banning a lot of our videos, so hopefully with this new style of videos that I'm trying to make and do, YouTube will put us back in their happy graces. But that being said, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications to all instead of personalized. Now, today's video, we got Lil Wayne admitted Kendrick Lamar is better and things got bad on Carter 6. So, let's get right into this video. Let's get it.
So when it comes to Lil Wayne and the release of one of the most anticipated rap records in quite a while with the Carter 6. Well, if you are ready to find out everything that has happened now with the release of Lil Wayne's first record in 5 years, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and all of hip hop needs to see everything that Wayne's latest album is affecting and showing us, because really, after years of hype and in an era in hip hop we're leading up to this, Wayne has been more prevalent in rap discussions than he has been in years, all because of the Kendrick and Drake beef, and then Kendrick Lamar getting the Super Bowl in New Orleans, which of course Wayne felt like he deserved and made that very clear. Well, with all of this, Wayne...
Do y'all feel like that is true? Wayne felt like he deserved that Super Bowl performance? And have y'all heard the Carter 6? Because y'all know it's been a little minute since he dropped it. Do you guys feel like the Carter 6 is better than Kendrick Lamar's album? Or did you even fuck with the Carter 6? Let me know down below in the comments if you guys messed with Lil Wayne's new album, Carter 6. I messed with some songs on there, but the whole album, not really. Some of the songs I just personally just wasn't my vibe.
Has never had a bigger stage to answer to everything that has went on with him, and then in response to Kendrick and Drake after all, and also prove once and for all that maybe he deserved that Super Bowl and he really is the monster that he said he still was in the rap game, and now with the Carter 6. Well, despite all the expectations and everything people had going into this thing, what is so clear now is that when the stakes have never been higher and people have been waiting to see what not getting the Super Bowl did to Wayne, and maybe even wherever him and Drake's relationship is at as a whole, Wayne did show us something, and it's bad, as from showing where he is at as a rapper, where he holds up in today's game, and who he is cool with. Well, in between weird rock covers and some of the strangest songs and features that you have ever heard alongside Wayne. Whether he realized it or not, he told us every single thing we need to know.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I know I'm pausing a lot. My bad. I'll let it play in just a second. But which is true, that's another thing on Wayne's album, on the Carter 6, bro. When I was listening to it, it was kind of everywhere. He had country music, rock music. He had just music by himself and him talking shit. Then he had other features. The album was kind of everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't like one specific type shit where we all thought, like the Carter 5, where he was really talking his shit, talking about his life and what the shit he went through since he dropped the album, you know? But the Carter 6 was like something different. It was like kind of hype music, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about that. I don't know, the Carter 6 kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like I said, I fuck with some songs, but other songs, it just wasn't my vibe.
Know about this all through the most recent display of who he is as an MC. And now, before we get any further into this and talk about everything that is making this Carter 6 album just dominate the conversation in hip-hop for better and for worse, make sure to leave that like and subscribe if you have not already. And now, with that said, well, when it comes to the Carter 6, really, with every single thing about this record, with how people are feeling, to what it is showing about where Wayne stands with so many major players in the rap game, well, there's no other way to say it, but the best word to describe this record has been messy, as ever since the AI Slob trailer that was made where they were trying to copy Wayne recreating his album covers just like Jay-Z did, but the difference was Jay was real there and this was all fake and lame, things have just gotten more out of control from here. And now the first thing that the Carter 6 has showed us, and now we can start to see, is pretty definitively showing where one of the most iconic duos in rap now stands with one another, is the fact that despite lame-o Drake never needing his mentor more, and it really never made more sense to have the guy who represents the Six on the 6th installment of the Carter series be here. Well, once again, we have seen Wayne and Drake just nowhere to be found when it comes to standing next to one another in this time and just showing any support for the other person within their own crash outs.
That is true. That is true. Wayne and Drake haven't been supporting each other, haven't really been talking about each other, nothing. You would think of them as friends, they would be on songs together, probably dissing this nigga Kendrick together, you know? But they're completely just took their own paths and like split off. Do y'all feel like they got their own little beef going on? Or do y'all feel like they're just not fucking with each other right now? Y'all let me know down below.
To be all from the same guy in none other than Kendrick Lamar in the first place. And with this, Wayne has not sent a message to the rest of hip-hop that he is still standing with the guy who he brought into the rap game, and now with rumors coming out that both Drake and Nicki were going to join Wayne on this record, and DJ Academics was acting like something big was gonna happen as Ack said hi Kendrick and was thinking that Drake and Wayne were gonna diss Kendrick together or something along those lines. Well, really, this just seemed to be a fake report or a last-ditch effort to maybe get Wayne to team up with Drake. And now what we have seen with the feature-filled Carter 6 album not having a single verse or mention of Drake or anything like it.
Exactly. It's for a reason. He ain't dissing the thing for a reason.
Listen to this. Listen. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time?
Well, again, when we talk about Messy, which is really going to be the story, theme, and overall the legacy that this album ends up leaving, if anything, what was possibly going on with Wayne's team and the people who were covering this album that big publications like Rolling Stone and Sports Illustrated got the idea that Drake and Nicki were going to be on this thing, and it made them say this in these big publications, which do generally try to be as credible as they can. And now, while Drake and Nicki didn't end up on this record, and really, the dilemma around Drake and Wayne specifically is a conversation for another day, really, we can't even think about what's going on with them right now, because with the rest of the Carter 6, the story of Crash Outs did not end there with a possible Drake feature that was cut, because on the rest of the entire LP, it gets weird, because if we remember, well, a lot of the rollout and hype for the Carter 6, which did include a collab that dropped around the Super Bowl with a major trailer within a commercial, well, with that, Wayne was so clearly trying to use everything that has happened in his career and the moment specifically with Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl to try and make this record a bigger event and even use it as motivation to show everybody more than ever the best version of himself that he possibly could have. But with this, and really, this is where beyond the rollout and presentation of the album and even the stuff with Drake and Nicki, things just get messy with the Carter 6 to new levels that were even hard to predict.
What's going on? What's going on with Drake and Nicki? They got their own little beef going on too? This nigga Drake is beefing and falling out with everybody now? Y'all let me know down below in the comments, bro, because like I said, all these videos y'all been watching, if y'all even seen them, if YouTube's even been putting them in y'all recommendation, has been all pre-recorded. We are finally caught up. I'm finally back and, you know, back on the grind, recording all these videos again to stay ahead. But what has been going on in the rap game? Because when I stopped making these videos, I tuned out of the rap game. You know, I'm not still tuned in. I want y'all to let me know. That's kind of like the whole point I'd be doing these videos and reaction videos, is to, you know, update myself and to talk to y'all, see how y'all feeling, and for y'all to give me information that I don't know. But what the fuck is going on? Let's get it.
With Wayne trying to use this album as a showcase to everybody that he could have played the Super Bowl and that he is the legend that can do anything. Well, with what Lil Wayne showed on this album is really that when it comes to the conversations between him and Kendrick Lamar on any level, there is no debate and no conversation of who deserved the Super Bowl more and who should have gotten it. Because on this stage and with the creative outlet where things have mattered most, and Wayne could have created a conversation that would have at least maybe made people question if he should have had the halftime show in the first place. Well, with Wayne's performance on this record that he has hyped up for so long, it just feels so lazy, dull, confusing, and uninspired. And really what Lil Wayne has proved through all of this is that he and Kendrick Lamar can never be compared.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, that album, it wasn't inspiring. I mean, at least not to me. It wasn't inspiring. It wasn't really telling me much. You know, it wasn't really doing much for me. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, how do y'all feel about Carter 6? And did it feel inspiring to you? Did it do a lot for you? Did it make you feel some type of way? Y'all let me know.
In any capacity, because they are just in two different leagues, and no matter how you want to put it, from the professionalism that the face of music needs today in any genre to the level of showmanship and song quality, Wayne is missing everything here aside from a few tracks on the Carter 6 like Welcome to the Carter, which really shocked us as the rest of the record was so bad after showing that it was maybe going to be decent. And so really with this, everything on this record just feels so unprofessional and random, and really does feel like it was made by a guy who just threw Lil Wayne songs together as opposed to the rapper who made numbers 1 through 5 in the series himself. And really, as the rollout consisted of making pages post things to try and build up hype for this thing that was not there, and then of course we got that fake slop trailer that they used to try and recreate Jay-Z's album recreation trailer, but just make the version of it at home. And even on top of that, with the cover that was near fan art, overall everything about the Carter 6 was a mess going into it, and now walking out of the record, everything really is more baffling than ever, because both in terms of just making every single rap fan question the web of who Wayne stands with and if he and Drake are even speaking at this point on any terms, to the music itself, which put Ave Maria over trap drums, which I can't even begin to describe how that isn't even one of the worst things on this entire record, and that should tell you everything about how bad it is. Well, really, yeah, right now what is being seen with Lil Wayne is just straight disappointment all around, as Drake hides out and waits to see where they stand, and Kendrick Lamar is making people regret the very idea of them saying that Wayne ever deserved a halftime show.
And wasn't Lil Pump on Carter 6? Like, y'all see what I'm talking about? I want to pull out my phone and check. Hold on. Let me, bro. Like, wait a minute. Bro, hold on. Y'all, no. Carter. Let me see. I know I'm not tripping. Why is it in? Oh, there we go. I know I'm not tripping. They already dropped a new song? Big Sean. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, no. Oh, no, that's the bonus. He already dropped the Carter 6 bonus album. Jesus Christ, bro. But I believe Lil Pump is on the original Carter 6. So that even explains my point even more. If he isn't, discard this whole shit I'm about to say. But that's what I'm saying. Like, his album is everywhere, gang. You know what I'm talking about? It's not a specific point like Kendrick Lamar, how he's speaking about his life and shit that's going on. Even low-key, even Drake. Even Drake had his own section of what was going on and speaking of his life and what was going on and dissing fucking Kendrick Lamar the whole time. But this nigga, Lil Wayne, is in his own world, bro, talking about fucking everything, this and that, making country music, rock music. Nigga, what? What's going on? The Carter 5 was about that life, about that shit, talking about that shit. Carter 6 is what? All hype music. It threw everybody off. You know, especially me. I was definitely hyped for Carter 6, bro. Because Carter 5 was, nigga, there were some bangers on Carter 5. But Carter 6, I only like 2 songs, and the other one's just not my vibe. I'm like, yo, what is this Lil Wayne? Whoa. What is going on? The hype music done got to him, you know? Crazy.
Over him, and to really with Lil Wayne's entire Carter 6 record. You can't expect people to be responding to what they are hearing and liking it, because with Lil Wayne to not drop for 5 years, go through everything he did with the industry and even the beef itself, and then for him to literally say nothing and then just rap meaninglessly while he collabs with artists as bad as MGK and Kodak, this record is being looked at now as one of the most disappointing blockbuster rap albums ever, and may go down as one of the most disappointing records that has been released within a series like this, because really with the first 5 Carter albums, well, of course some of them have flaws and they were not perfect, they were all generally exciting, entertaining, and most importantly, and what's missing here, passionate and purposeful records. But now, well, after listening to an album where you have to hear Ave Maria over 808s, random elephant noises at the most inopportune times, auto-crooning to the max with the worst mixing and sound design possible, and then attempts at being a rock star again like this is Rebirth Wayne, it has left everybody feeling one thing and one thing only, which is that People are just over Wayne after showing that he can't competently make music in this day and age, because really, it's not that this album is just missing one thing or it's off in small areas, but it's that the whole record is genuinely atrocious from the most fundamental levels and has songs that just fail on every single level, from the structure to the hook to the verses to the features, which really in the feature department, aside from a Big Sean and 2 Chainz verse, are not just bad, but they are atrocious. And to see Wayne reach a point in his career where this is the album he dropped, which literally is just trying to sample classic rock songs half the time and just ruins them more than ever, and they are really so bad that it seems like parody sometimes, like with the song where Wayne made his own version of Weezer's Island in the Sand, for example.
Universal Technical Institute's Diesel program provides hands-on training needed to service heavy-duty engines.
Really, with all of this record becomes the exact reason why a lot of older rappers say to hang it up and stop rapping, because really now, Wayne has ended this era in his career, humiliating his legacy and one of the most important series of albums of all time, because really he has shown that this entire sympathy run that he got with all the fake outrage over the Super Bowl was really worth nothing, because he literally never cared less to make a decent musical experience than with what we have just seen from him here. And to be honest, with how quiet the rap world has been about this record so far, after we saw everyone whine about him not getting the Super Bowl over Kendrick Lamar, well, the world of rappers just finds more ways to embarrass themselves as a collective, because we are once again just seeing all of the clown MCs who tried to take away Kendrick Lamar's moment just show that they stand for absolutely nothing aside from being jealous of him. And so with this for Lil Wayne, really at the end of the day, this is all falling back on him, and the narratives that are surrounding him have never been worse because of the route he chose with this thing, and after building up the hype and expectations that he tried to, well, for Lil Wayne, it's looking like everybody just wants him to hang it up, because no matter what the impact of what he has shown here with both Kendrick and Drake is, he has nothing left to say or offer clearly. And now when a rapper of this magnitude reaches this point, there is no other way to put it. He is just going out sad, and now what we can say with certainty, and the one definitive statement that I will walk away from the entire Carter 6 with, is that no matter what you do, never try to compare Wayne to Kendrick Lamar ever again. And so now with all this said, let me know.
Damn. Do y'all feel like Lil Wayne should pack it up and retire after dropping Carter 6? Or do y'all feel like he still got it, he can drop another Carter 7? And those of y'all that had the debate before hearing Carter 6, do y'all think Lil Wayne has what it takes to be in a rap beef with Kendrick Lamar after hearing Carter 6? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. If you made it this far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn your post notifications to all instead of personalized. And I will catch you on tomorrow's video. We gone.